Hello, friends. Let us begin with today's topic, that is 60 seconds for the better communication. Everyone wants to have a better communication, everyone wants to have better relationships. But how this can be developed, that I'm going to tell you with the help of this slide. It's presented by Mr. Barry Christian from the website profile thepeopleprofiler.com. This is a really very cool website. Go and check it out. Here, with every person we meet, that we can have two outcomes, right? There are two outcomes. One, either we can connect or we can conflict. That is your choice, what you have to do, whether you have to connect or whether you have to conflict. So wouldn't it be nice if we have more connections with the less connections? The notion of the business is that most of us, all things, being equal, people will do business with those who refer business. So basically, all things which being equal, that people will do business with those and refer business to those they know, like, or trust. So basically, trust is very important factor. They will do business with the people whom they trust. So is it fair to say that success in a business is on how successfully we form relationships? So basically, success is most of the way in business is directly proportional to relationships. If the relationships grow, business in the success will grow, right? So how successful we are in forming the relationships is based on the basis of how good we communicate with each other, right? So here communication is going to really play a really very big role in forming relationships, right? So therefore if we want to be good at business, we must also be good at communicating. So if you want to grow business, right, then you should be growing your communications, right? So whether you are the old friends, where many people are old friends, they might have met the years before, right? Or maybe it's possible that just we met before 2 3 days, and how better we form the relation, that is also important. So there is one platinum rule: meet the other person needs and not yours. So many people do what they do, they try to meet their own personal need, but by meeting your own personal need, you will not be able to form a long term relationship. So basically, if you want to form a long term relationship, you need to meet their need, right? So do this and you will become friend. Here is your parent, you will become friend. Even if the son and the partner, you can become a great friends. Becoming great friends, you have to meet what are their needs, right? Whatever the need is there in the mind. So improve your leadership style. Basically, you have to create win-win relationship. You also win, I also win. So basically, we have to create the win-win relationship, not win and lose relationship. It is not going to continue. So basically, the win-win situations build up great relationships. So improve your workplace morale. Be happy and improve your workplace morale. So, and build the top performing teams. You should build some good teams who are going to work together for achieving the same goal. You have to coordinate among the peers. That's how you're going to bring up success. So how would you be better at communicating? This is the big question of today. How you can become the better communicator? First, you need to recognize the people have different communication styles. So everyone has got different style of communicating, right? There may be different behavior, observable behavior. For example, here you can see inflection, right? Here many people are making the use of hands in communicating, right? Many people might have different volumes in communicating. Some people may have high pitch, some people may have low pitch, some may have medium. Some may use bad words, some may use good words. So it may depend. So what is the pace of communicating? Some may be communicating slowly, some may be communicating very fastly. So it depends on what pace you are communicating. What is the posture? Some may be having dominating posture, some may be having accepting posture. So what is the body language? You have to observe the behavior, right? Step 2, you need to understand that people have diverse goals. Many people have different goals in their lives, right? So they behave accordingly, right? So understand their goals. Many people have different fears in their mind. Some fear about different things in their life. Many people fear about the darkness, right? Some people fear about the sports. Some people fear about the movies. So what are the fears you might be knowing? You should know. Many people overreact on some things. Overreact. Some people don't react. Some people react, but depending on the situation, what kind of stress they are having. So you have to note down their reactions. Some people have different perceptions. There are some perceptions which are created in their mind that don't dilute. So basically there is something, the psychology is having different perception in their mind. So basically some may be having different perceptions in their mind, right? Then communication can't become ineffective when we don't recognize the need of others. So it may become ineffective when we don't recognize the need. What is the need of the front person? So you can't effectively communicate with them. So because it's like that we are different. Every person on this planet is different. You have to understand it. So some are task oriented people, they only work for the task, right? Many tasks, they wind up the task. Some people prefer people, they like to have the groups, they like to work in the groups. Some are introverts, some are just busy creating, they are doing some research. So they are they are bookish, they are scholars. So some are introverts, some just like to sing, some just like to rock. These are extrovert kind of people. You need to understand, many people have got different needs. The needs is sometimes we need to follow the rules and procedures, right? Some people want control on others, right? Depends. Or some has always has a helping hand. You need to understand the people who are helpful also, right? So some like to share their some extreme good ideas. Some people, they want to change the world, right? Or lastly, the people has different perception of you. Many people have developed something, going back is critical. Some are intensive, competitive, blunt and impatient kind of people, while some are very optimistic, trusting and emotional people. Some are composed, non-expensive and passive people. So it depends. So which style you are confronted with one another, you can feel a need driven behavior. So especially when you have opposite sides of spectrum. So some like to take charge, some some are bossy kind of people. You need to understand what kind of behavior. So you have to try to adapt to the situation, right? What kind of people you have to get intended result, then you need to connect by adapting. Adaptation is very important. You need to get adapted to people, right? But to enjoy the differences, needs and perceptions. But what do I have to do in order to adapt? You have to meet people profiler, right? You can answer these 10 different questions, and accordingly the results will be displayed on the peopleprofiler.com, and you can prepare your own game plan. Thank you, and stay tuned for my more videos to come.